ground floor.
Yes, what's going on? Welcome if you're new to the channel. I'm X and this is my Cayenne Turbo. And today I'm going to be doing a long drive, so I thought I'll do an updated version of my fuel efficiency. I'm fully loaded and I am fueling up the tank. As you can see, so far 76 litres, but this is a 100-litre tank and I'm filling it right to the brim, premium fuel. As you can see here, full tank, less than a mile gone. It says 390 miles of range. I'm on my way to Telford for the show Ultimate Dubs. This is a little bit past Birmingham in the Midlands and I'm coming from southwest London. Most of the journey is going to be on motorway, so high speed. Just got to get it right between going too fast and not getting great MPG, but obviously moving at some sort of pace. I've reset all the counters, so MPG, mileage, start time, absolutely everything on both the dash and the main screen on the center console. So let's see how they both read, but I'm confident that we will do a really good figure out of this run because the car has been serviced, the bearings have been done, the prop shaft's been done, the water pipes have been done. Everything that you could do as a common problem for this has been done. So it's running as good as it ever has. It's purring nicely. So ignore the speedo, let's not tell anybody, but I am moving at speed at this point on my way to Birmingham. But I'm stopping by my friend's place to pick up a set of wheels for my S500. As you saw at the beginning, I'm full of merch already. So a bit of a detour into the countryside. This has slowed things down and possibly will affect the MPG, but you know, real life numbers, and this is a real life test. So let's pick up these wheels, let's load them up into the car, and then let's head on over to Telford for Ultimate Dubs, which is not far from here. I'm a little bit outside northwest Birmingham, fully loaded with merch and the wheels. All right, so mission complete. Got a set of wheels and all the merch. Off we go to Telford. Let's go. 154 miles covered so far, and a little bit over half the tank to go. Just over 3 hours, 3 hours and 10, and we've arrived into the International Centre in Telford for the show Ultimate Dubs. So let's review the numbers. All right, so arrived at International Centre for Ultimate Dubs, which is where I was coming. So essentially halfway, and I am just under halfway, and we've done apparently 250 miles left. The range seems a bit of a lie, but we'll see tomorrow. An average consumption 16.3, but average consumption over here says 19.5. I reset them both at the same time, so let's see which one's right, which one's not. Anyway, waiting to be let in at the gate, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. So recap, 168 miles traveled at 19.5 mpg, so that's 4.29 liters per mile. That times the mileage works out about 40 liters, which seems about right to be just over half a tank left to go. So now let's go back home and see how those figures add up when we get to the other end. But realistically, if we've used up 40 litres of the 100-litre tank, we should have 60 litres to go, so that 250 mile range might not be too far out. However, I still think it's optimistic, especially like now when we hit traffic. Obviously, on a Sunday evening on the way back to London, we're always going to hit traffic, so that was a little bit of traffic on the M40. We're moving along, just over a quarter to go, so still, you know, as you can see on the speedo, moving quite slowly, 50 miles per hour. We should really be doing 70-ish plus. That's what the hell's on top of that car. At this point, it says 16.5 overall there and back. Good healthy speed we're traveling at, but it's now night time. Not that that makes a difference, but it means it's late and we're approaching London and we're definitely going to hit traffic. So fuel lights just come on with 85 miles of range left, so I don't know what to believe, but I have 34 miles left to go home. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how close it runs. We're about to hit M25 traffic, so our average speed is about to drop. I have no doubt I'll get home, but I don't know what the range will be once I'm home. So let's see. But this is the current situation. Last little stretch of high speed, but before we get to the traffic on the way home. Okay, so made it home in the car park. Says 327 miles done with 40-mile range to go. So, you know, let's call it 365 for sure. Now, this says 3 hours 20 minutes, 160 miles exactly, average speed 50 miles an hour. Obviously, the last sort of 45 minutes have been crawling traffic, so that would have affected it. I'm not terribly mad at 20.7, although at one point I did see 21.6, so that's probably the best ever. But yeah, overall happy with that. I'll work out the numbers and I will put them on the screen, because that and that kind of say different things, because 16.5 consumption, that's over the whole trip, not just this return, is there and back. 20.7 on the way here. I'll work out what wasn't just on the way there, but average speed 52, average speed 50, that's pretty close. But anyway, I'll work out the final numbers and overlay them somewhere. Let me know if you've got a Cayenne or Cayenne Turbo, what your sort of figures are. But this has been a good run for me. The car, it's as good a condition and running as it's ever been. Ignore the lights. Obviously, a brake light went out at some point, and the front lights got LEDs, which throws up a fault. And obviously now I need fuel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.